Hello, everyone, and welcome back to It's Time to Leave. It's Time to Leave. Man, that My Hero movie looks weird.
Yeah. It's because literally today the New York Comic Con Dragon Ball Super Superhero, which is not a great title.
No.
Movie trailer dropped. And I'm watching the trailer. I'm like, I don't get what this movie's about.
I like how, as soon as I saw the Red Ribbon Army logo, I was just like, are we really doing Red Ribbon Army? Are we really doing that again? Are we really bringing them back again? Again.
The Red Ribbon, now they're back in Pog form.
This is like the third time we've brought them back.
I mean, I'm curious as to how it's meant to, like, you know, be bigger than
Broly.
Yeah.
I don't think it's gonna be. I mean, it doesn't look half as good as Broly.
Yeah, I don't understand. I get why, because I guess it saves cost, but the whole, like, where it's just... you know what's the really uncanny valley about the whole thing?
It doesn't look bad, but, like, when you're following up the Broly movie, it looks bad. Like, it would look good if it was following up a, like, revival of F.
No, do you know what the problem is? Is it kind of looks like the Team 4-star CG shots they do.
Nah, those actually are better animated.
I mean, we've not really seen much of them much of the movie itself to say what's better or worse animated yet.
That's
All we saw
true.
was like Goku falls over.
That's true.
Because...
we saw Goku falls over. We see some guy eating like ice in a car. We see Pan powering up for like a second. We see some weird guy that looks like they went over, beat up the My Hero mangaka, and stole one of his designs and walked over and slapped it into the movie.
Yeah, well, that guy steals most of his designs too.
I mean, yeah, but still.
We can't fucking say that when he puts that Godzilla guy in that movie. So
I mean, true, but it's still funny seeing Toriyama do it.
yeah, Toriyama's been stealing from people all his career.
Yeah, true, but still.
He's been stealing from the Dragon Quest guy for years.
Yeah, isn't that weird? I don't know why he keeps stealing from that poor Dragon Quest guy. Poor Toriyama Akira.
Tori Kiriyama.
Yeah, he's that guy who's obsessed with lightning, right?
Yeah. Wonder what happened to that guy.
Burned alive in a pile of lightning merchandise.
Unlikely. Square would never give up lightning merchandise.
It's true, because nobody would buy it.
You'd be surprised.
Yeah, only a couple of simps buy it. I'll be fucking blunt. Simps. Simps! I'm not on Twitch, I can't be banned.
I don't think the Simpsons would bought anything from Final Fantasy, but you know.
Lisa goes into like a Final Fantasy phase.
Well, no, it's because there's. You know that clip where Mr. Burns just says, "Oh, and here's the Simps." And you are not up to date on your
No, that's a
Simpsons.
I mean, it's an old one. It's
Your Simpsons references from 30 years ago.
like people were joking about it like a few months, like a month or two ago, but you know, it's kind of out of my memory because it's kind of a throwaway joke. Both when referring to the modern take on the word simp, and even just that, just kind of a throwaway. Like, come on.
No.
How am I supposed to be? How am I expected to remember such a throwaway joke?
Because. Look, I'm an encyclopedic knowledge of random Simpsons quotes.
See, that's your problem, not mine.
You say it's a problem, I say it's a solution.
I say it's an addiction.
I think I did actually try to watch Simpsons, like, earlier this year. And then I was like, man, Disney Plus app sucks.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain in the ass.
Glad I didn't pay for it.
Well, it's got a lot of decent shit on it, but it is a pain in the ass. Also, when you put a certain amount of things in your watch list, they stay there, but you can't scroll your watch list to get stuff that was put in like earlier. So you have to remove stuff in order to get the stuff that was put in earlier.
Yep, that sounds like Disney. I guess speaking of that, the Madmen actually did it. They put Sora in Smash.
Yeah.
Which it feels. I think the only reason, the main reason I bring it up is because it feels especially mean. Because that trailer, right up until the Keyblade, is basically just that. Hey, it's Dark Souls. Like it's very clearly Dark Souls. It was. So
I thought it was
Dark
gonna be the
Souls,
fucking fire rabbit the entire time until the Keyblade showed up. I was like,
Oh,
God damn
it's
it, I was right.
I was like, no, that's a bonfire. It's gonna be Solaire.
I mean, I'd rather it be Sora than Solaire because Dark Souls is a shit game. But anyway.
And you really you gonna say?
Oh, I'm gonna
Dark Souls
fucking
is
say
shit,
it. Yeah.
and then not say Kingdom Hearts isn't like have huge other gaping issues with its games.
I mean, one's core design just sucks. Don't build decks. Don't know why they let you. It's a fair game as long as you ignore when it punches you in the face and you couldn't have seen it coming, or makes you wear a ring to avoid damage that you couldn't have known about.
Oh, you mean Dark? Oh, okay. You talk about Dark Souls.
Yes.
I was confused when you said build decks.
Decks, like dexterity.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Chain of Memories.
No!
I was like, Chain of Memories suck.
Chain of Memories did suck. Then again, that came from that era of like when everybody was doing card battle systems for some fucking reason, and like only like 3 card battle games are any good.
Name them.
Bot and Katos, SNK versus Capcom, One Step from Eden. There we go. There's the 3. I did it.
I'll allow it.
But yeah, for whatever reason, that was like the fad of that era. So, you know, Nomura saw that and started licking his chops, and then decided to make his own.
Should have just been an actual card game. Just saying.
Yeah.
Would it really have hurt so much if Sora just summoned the Celtic Guardian once?
I guess not. I mean, it would have hurt Dark Souls if the parry actually worked.
Yeah. I mean, I don't see what you're fishing for, because I'm not gonna. Because even though I disagree with you, I'm not gonna fight you because you'll never listen to a word I say on it. So
because I'm right.
You're just saying no, because every time if I can say anything different to you on Dark Souls, you would just go no, fuck you.
Because it's true.
So I don't fight you. So there's no fight for this. So you're just saying it just for the sake of wasting time at this point.
I'm saying it to spread the truth.
Well,
that Dark Souls is a terrible game series. It's not even hard, it's just cheap.
I mean, I would honestly say the only cheap part I find in Dark Souls 1 is Capra Demon, and that's only just because of the nature of nature of how that fight is set up.
I mean, also the fact that it's clunky and controlled, so...
I mean, yeah, but so...
That's part of the design! It's designed to be shit!
I mean, I don't honestly think that whole it's intentionally clunky is true, but I also don't really see.
Why did the robots in the robot game feel smoother than the guy in the armor? He's just a guy.
Yeah.
Why is the robot more responsive when it's a fucking robot?
Wait, which robot are we talking about?
I'm talking about like their Armored Core series, or hell, even like Metal Wolf Chaos. Why do they handle better than a guy?
Different game engines.
Yeah, one shit.
Once again, I'm still just like, what is the point of this conversation?
Shit on Dark Souls, because you were all like, oh, it'll be Solaire, and I'm like, fuck Dark Souls. I'm glad it wasn't Dark Souls. Dark Souls should be fucking forgotten. It won't, but it should be.
You should be forgotten.
I am forgotten.
Exactly.
The only time people remembered me was briefly when they're like, haha, you were wrong about Sora. And I was like, yeah, I was wrong. I'm okay with that. And then they kind of walked away because I wasn't mad about being wrong.
I mean, looking at Sora, he seems okay.
He looks fun.
I'm not convinced though, because A, he doesn't feel like he has anything actually broken other than his recovery, and B, everyone's like, oh, that side B's like bare, but I'm sure from the angles it works, as the angles seem somewhat random in terms of where he pops out. I don't actually think it would be anywhere near consistent enough to, you know, kill people with it. So
yeah, I mean, I don't know.
I just like.
Yeah, we won't know until we get our hands on the character.
All we know is Nickelodeon All Stars Brawl gets an extra 2 weeks.
I still want to get it. It looks. I watched some gameplay of it. It looks pretty good. But I mean, I'm not surprised because this is the Slap City guy, and Slap City was a good game that nobody fucking played.
I mean, I appreciate the time and effort the developers had to put in with what is very overtly limited budget, but I can't say anything I've seen of All Star Brawl has really got me.
I mean, I was
really
into like a lot of
interested.
Nickelodeon stuff, so.
I
I would have pre-ordered it if they had the Angry Beavers in it. But they.
I also watched all the Nickelodeon. I recognize basically every show except the Loud House because
It's a new one.
Yeah, it's after my time.
I know of the Loud House, but don't ask me anything about the Loud House.
But I mean, other than that, everything I've seen of it has been like don't think I'd enjoy this. It seems very much like every character is up till forward air, and then like then it's just like Smash. It's like Smash 4 and Melee, and at the very least, it's at least trying to intentionally do the things that Melee accidentally did that got people to like Melee.
I mean, yeah, for Melee, all you gotta do to do that in Melee is buy a factory defect controller, and then you can wave dash.
Or Camp Ledge for 8 minutes.
Yes. It's a very fun game.
Yeah, well. But, yeah. I don't know. I'm just looking at him, and it's like everything I see of his kit, and it's like, yeah, it seems nice, and I appreciate some of the effort, just, could have... He doesn't have anything broken, or he doesn't have broken DLC mechanics, so what's the fucking point? Like, if you can't just out of nowhere murder someone...
Like Kazuya.
Why should I even... Yeah, like, what's the fucking point if you can't Electric Wing Godfish chain combo? Like, the best it looks like he can do is he can, as I said, survive basically anything off stage, and then maybe get people with his air combo. But
I saw someone,
That's not high.
I saw someone have Kazuya kill someone doing literally the fucking auto combo from this Tekken 7 story mode.
Yeah.
They fucking performed the whole thing. Mind you, they had to have Final Smash do the last bit of it, but they still would have killed them either way.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely possible to kill a Kazuya. He's got a lot of kill power.
Yeah.
That's what makes him fun. I don't think he's good because... tournament, like, the whole thing with obviously tier lists are bullshit anyway, especially in Smash, where you literally see everyone goes, man, Diddy Kong's the worst, and then one player does well, and everyone's like, wow, Diddy Kong's fucking broken again.
Yeah, I mean, that's the problem in fighting game communities in general, to be fair.
I do think the main differences with Smash is that the difference in terms of characters is a lot less, like, okay, obviously there's some exceptions, like Little Mac will always be bad in Smash, as forever as he is the way that he is. But I do think when you're talking like mid tiers, there's mid to high tiers, there's like nowhere near it. There's not nearly as much disparity as there are from like high tiers and mid tiers in other more traditional fighting games.
Yeah, I don't fucking know.
Like high tiers in MV. Like
I mean, yeah,
example,
the MVC games in general are fucking nuts.
Like high tiers in MVC versus anything below, anything that's not high tier in MVC is basically non-existent. And even to an extent, Street Fighter, like, there's a bit more leeway, but it's been pretty consistently like characters who are good remain good.
Okay.
They'll never allow a game where Ryu is not at least playable.
I mean, the game engines are usually built around him.
And then if Ryu isn't playable, is suddenly not like Tier 1, we'll just release broken version of Ryu who is Tier 1. Thanks, Kage, evil Ryu.
Street Fighter V. What a fucking trash show.
And yet it's still going.
Because it's Street Fighter. I still say, if that was any other fighting game, it'd have been dead years ago.
At least Smash is fun.
As long as you don't play competitively.
I would argue even playing.
No.
You can play in like competitive conditions of no items, blah blah, LED stages, and you can still have fun because you can still do things.
Yeah, but once you get people that like do the quote unquote meta, like the fucking neutral where you just short hop spam neutral air, then it's just not fun. Yeah. Then it's like, all right, no fun. All right, fun's gone. Fun's dead.
Depends on the nair.
I know what I said, and I mean what I said.
Short hop nair palu, yes. Short hop nair piranha plant, though, I disagree. That's always fun. It's basically the same move. It's just one's broken, one's not broken. One's S tier, one's tier, one's like A tier, one's fucking F tier. I love P plant.
I enjoy piranha plant. I mean,
he's my favorite in the DLC that's not called Terry.
Now, I know, actually, one thing I did want to mention is, as you probably noticed, the Smash community didn't whine about Sora. I think this goes into... So, I actually took note of the 3 characters Smash fans didn't complain about. And I think it's going to go into something I said in, I think, in the previous recording, where I said, yeah, they didn't complain about Sephiroth because they're terrified of the Final Fantasy community. So, and I'll get to Tekken before, because I know you're going to think of it, as I'm saying this, you're going to think of Tekken right away. But I think the reason they didn't bitch about Sora, Sephiroth, or Joker is that that the Smash community themselves are very acutely aware of how big those fan bases are, and they're a bunch of little chicken shits and got scared, so they didn't want to like complain about them. Now I know what you're thinking. They didn't realize, because they're stupid, that Tekken is the second biggest fighting game on the planet. Because they made a couple pokes at Kazuya, and then they ran away and never made fun of Kazuya again.
No, they didn't. People are still mad that Kazuya's in.
No, they ran away from Kazuya. They ran away from him pretty quick.
The only thing that happened, the only thing that changed is that the meme of people calling Kazuya a Shoto caught on more. So everyone was like, Kazuya's not a Shoto, and then everyone was like,
died off within like the week. It, like, died off within the week. It did not last long.
I mean, Pyra and Mithra didn't last long either.
They still occasionally bring those two up.
They occasionally bitch about every character!
Not everyone!
The only reason... I was gonna say, probably the only reason why Joker didn't get complained about is because Joker was the first one. Where it was like, oh, well, there's, all of these slots left. And the reason nobody cared about Sora is because, well... Like Sakurai said in the fucking direct, like Sora was like the most requested character.
Yeah, but he's also, along with Sephiroth, part of is part of a fucking game with a really big fan base that will eat you alive.
Fucking who gives a shit?
Smash fans are little bitches, is what I'm saying.
No one cares what Final Fantasy fans say.
Yeah, we don't, but a lot of these fucking little Smash bitches are little bitches and run away if anyone yells at them loud enough, or if enough people yell at them. Because they're little bitches!
I've never encountered that, but I've encountered dumbass Smash fans, yeah, but I encountered dumbass fans and everything. And I can't say I've ever noticed, outside of Sora's, everyone's mostly.
The only people that complain about Sora were like a couple of really fringe Waluigi fans, but I mean they always bitch, and they're always there because I mean they're Waluigi fans.
Well, as long as Waluigi didn't get in, that's all.
He wasn't gonna get in.
I do think it's. I will say I do think it's kind of bullshit that Sora gets in, but Dante doesn't. Like you could have easily removed a character like Byleth.
No.
And put Dante in.
Nah.
Or Banjo.
Yeah, there we go.
Banjo's not even good.
Banjo is what I like to point at when I like to say the term vocal minority, because nobody fucking plays him.
Because he's bad.
Even if he was good, I don't think many people would play him.
No, they play him if he was good, but he doesn't have any broken DLC mechanic shit that you can... you can't even do, day one Donkey Kong combos with him, because all his combos...
Wait, hold on, I just realized something. It would be funny. If Sora doesn't have anything broken with him, and he falls off too, it'd be really funny that the two most whined about characters ended up getting put onto the shelf. It would just be really funny.
I don't think Sora will be half good, because... At the end of the day, it looks like he does just have basically half the kit of a Fire Emblem character anyway, so...
I have
like,
no idea what. Oh, because I mean we don't have it in our hands, but I do know. I do feel like he will definitely get more play than Banjo ever did, just because more people actually give a shit about Kingdom Hearts than they do Banjo-Kazooie.
Also, just his basic kit is significantly better than Banjo, where the only thing Banjo really has going for him, outside of people who actually have the mentality to sit and lab out combos with fucking neutral. And
I mean, I also don't really
down.
see too many people like Steve either.
That's also because Steve record. That's also because like I don't want to say high level Steve gameplay because I don't think such a thing actually exists, and I think it is. But Steve gameplay beyond just mine for diamond and go burr or up smash, whatever, tends to just be lots and lots of stupid lots and lots of labbing out for combos that in the heat of the moment seldom work out because DI and shit like that. Sometimes people do weird or bad options in the middle of a match, and it throws off people who want to do their big long combo string with Steve. I don't think I ever actually saw anyone complain about Steve.
No, when Steve got added to Twitter died for like a hot minute.
Twitter dies like all the time, and I'm not gonna say they should remove Steve because I mean
I will.
You all know I clearly think that Steve should have been removed, but I'm glad that. But you know what? People wanted him. I don't know why, but you got him.
I mean, people claim to want Banjo, they still don't play him. I'm still gonna keep pointing it out. Because yeah, Daisy got fucking just a Peach's moveset, which makes no sense for her, but I still play her.
I mean, it's better for her that she got Peach's moveset because Peach is fucking top tier.
That's not the point.
It made it so you can play Daisy.
More people still play the Peach skin because they're vanilla bitches.
There's some deep intricacy that I forget for the character.
Oh no, there used to be something and then they fixed it. Basically, a Peach, Peach or Daisy, one of them still had properties from Smash 4, so it made their one thing slightly off versus the other. So it made Peach slightly better. I don't remember the exact thing, but they eventually patched it out. So Daisy and her are identical.
Don't know what to tell you then.
It's called they're vanilla bitches.
But yeah, I don't know. Nothing I've seen of Sora. I'm not going to say he looks bad. I just think he's going to be a solid mid tier, which is fine. Mid tiers do need to exist. Everyone can't be stupidly broken high tier, otherwise you otherwise you get basically every other platform fighter.
I do have an idea though as to why Disney ended up okaying it. Disney needs fucking money.
I mean, I'm not entirely sure how much money they actually get from this. Probably did it because whatever, we don't care about Kingdom Hearts.
I think
because they don't.
No, the thing that
they've said multiple times they don't care.
Hold up. You have to remember they probably asked for a ton of money for that fucking keychain. That was probably the most expensive part, was that fucking Mickey Mouse keychain. They're probably like, oh, you want Sora and some Kingdom Hearts exclusive music? Sure, we'll give that to you for 3 hay pennies. Oh, you want the Mickey Mouse keychain? Let me just get my calculator out.
Clearly not. Clearly the actual most expensive thing was the music, hence why we're missing a significant number of tracks.
No, that's just tracks of Square.
I mean, but there's one thing to miss out on the Utada Hikaru stuff, because, yeah, that makes sense. That I'm guessing there's there's probably a hefty license fee for those, but not getting Dearly Beloved unless you have the one fucking rhythm game that I didn't play, because why the fuck would I get Melody of Memory or whatever it's called? Melody of Memory, sure.
But it's the Kairi game, and she's asleep during the entirety of it.
And she's not even fucking playing it, yeah, who cares? I like that Kairi's the only main character who doesn't get a fucking
anything.
No, but I mean she doesn't get the dive to the heart stained glass window thing.
Yeah.
Riku, okay, yeah.
I mean, if you want an idea of how little Nomura gives a shit about Kairi, so in the first game, for what little she was there, she had kind of spunky attitude to her, and then they just evaporated her personality by 2 to where she had nothing, and then just never had a personality again.
To be fair, most of the original characters in 2 kind of have that problem, in the sense much in the same way that Sora basically spends half of his dialogue just being the word Riku again and again and again.
I mean, he's still just dumb boy, and Riku goes from arrogant to, emo. But, like, Kairi goes from...
Literally half of his fucking scenes are him. It is basically the Poochie thing of whenever Riku's not on screen, everyone should be asking, where's Riku?
I really don't remember it being
exactly
that. I don't really remember it being like that, but I haven't played it in years, so I can't say.
Oh, it is. It is almost... It is pretty...
But I mean, Sora and Riku do have better chemistry than Kairi and Sora. Yeah, I gotta agree with the Yaoi fangirls, they're right.
Everyone knows Riku gives it to Roxas. Did you not see the way he sensually held him at the end of 358 over 2 days? By choking him. I'm saying it, Roxas is into that.
However, you get your Roxas off.
Why else? I mean, why else would he not? Why else would he bother with that stupid fucking struggle tournament? Do you remember in Kingdom Hearts? You know, in Kingdom Hearts 2, in the insanely long opening, and then like you need to get this amount of money in order to go to the beach.
It's fucking annoying. I've always talked about how fucking obnoxious that is.
I always find it funny that when I first played the game, I was like, oh, okay, I need to get like 1,000 money or whatever it was, which meant you had to grind out all those fucking things to get that money. And it's like, no, it actually doesn't matter how many things you do. Because no matter what happens, you can provide basically nothing, but as long as you do like one job, and then go and trigger the cutscene, it's over. And I felt so robbed. I wanted to go to the goddamn beach, damn it!
What I think is also funny is that the tutorial introduces a job system that never comes up again.
No, it comes up. You just have to. It's just when you're allowed to go back to Twilight Town. You know.
By that point in time, you don't need that money, and you can make more money just walking over and punching a Heartless in the face.
Yeah. Well, you know. I will say one thing about the Sora demonstration. I always knew Game & Watch players were heartless, and now it's been confirmed.
I mean, listen, Game & Watch players live for one thing and one thing only: hammer.
No, Game & Watch players don't live. They don't do anything. They don't exist. They don't think. They don't take in breath. They're just husks, and they deserve every bit of contempt that they get.
They exist only to cause misery and pain.
Yeah. They should all be destroyed. Anyway, let's bitch about. Let's bitch about Kingdom Hearts some more.
Oh God.
Why the fuck not? No one can honestly sit there and go, well, the series is flawless. I'm not even
no. But I'm just laughing because we've done this before.
Yeah, well, that's because we did it when 3 was new, and now we're doing it when Smash Bros.
Yeah, but other than Smash Brothers, there's nothing new to really like poke fun at.
Oh, you don't know about that fucking Union Cross shit, do you?
I don't play phone games.
I don't either, but someone was like, okay, here's the basic gist of what happened. And
I know it's
like,
canon, which I think is fucking hilarious.
You know that Lushu guy who was all, oh, I'm just going to wear the black cloak and also I'm secretly Zigbar.
Oh yeah, the worst. I'm secretly the worst villain, but we're going to pretend he's the biggest, most important villain.
Yeah, it turns out he's even more the biggest, most important villain because he's been the true evil all along. From even more the true evil all along than you thought.
Why are we pretending Zigbar is cool? Why do people pretend Zigbar is cool? Zigbar is not cool.
Because Zigbar was one of the few organization members who demonstrated any form of personality beyond just, hi Sora, I mean Sora. I am not Roxas. Okay, Roxas. And everyone else was like, everyone else just kind of, but do you fucking remember Zolden?
No, I was actually gonna say who?
This is the guy from Beauty and the Beast world.
Which one was that guy?
The guy with the lances.
I don't even have a picture.
He steals Belle and the Rose and is like, you must... Beast, this is why only fools are heroes. Because you never know when some lunatic in a black cloak will come along with sadistic choice. Let die the woman you love or suffer the Rose.
I literally am like, I'm drawing a complete blank on this. I think. Wait, I think this the boss fight where I just played the mage and just sniped at a motherfucker for like the entirety of the fight and laughed.
Maybe.
I don't fucking remember.
What fight was? I mean,
I don't even remember. I just remember there was like a fight, and I think it had Beauty and the Beast, and I just sat there sniping somebody. I straight up don't remember. I'm not even. This isn't even a bit. I just don't remember. I got nothing. I'm just drawing blanks.
I'm looking for a picture now.
You know, it'd be funny because I know this is a Mazinger map or Mazinger because Mazinger's not in this game. It'd be funny to instead of using the Mazinger, I just use like for a thumbnail cut like a cut in of Jung instead.
Sure.
I haven't used her yet. Why not?
Yeah.
Because I only use her like every now and then for maps, so. And she's never gonna she's never gonna be the thumbnail on a Gunbuster map because Noriko is there, so.
Also, a unit's trash.
It's okay. Trash would be like the scope dog.
I kind of put it in the same range, in the same area as the scope dog. Honestly.
No, it's better than scope dog. Scope dog can't do shit.
Anyway, that's Alden.
I'd rather use Brownie than scope dog. I'm looking at him, and I feel like, you know the Lex Luthor meme, the Lex Luthor clip where he takes off the mask of the Flash and is like, I have no idea who this is. That's me right now.
Yeah. So, but that just proves my point. Zigbar is the only one. Zigbar was one of the people who was memorable, especially in comparison to fucking Zolden. So that's
the one
why
I remember
Zigbar
the most, other than the meme one, you got it memorized, is
Axel doesn't count. Axel was always going to be big because he's fucking Reno.
So anyway, the only other ones I really remember, other than Mansex and him, were like the guy with the guitar and the girl who looked like the guy from the guitar because she was the only one that was a girl.
Oh, Loxy. I wasn't counting Chain of Memories, people, because then if we're talking that's even more fucky. Don't you remember the secret 14th member of Organization 13, though?
I'm not counting the weird Sora Kyrie clone.
Well, you should. Smash Bros. Does.
Of course they do.
Fucking Shion gets in, but Kyrie doesn't get fuck Kyrie.
And Nomura's like, I prefer black-haired Kyrie. Why? That's what she is! She's just black-haired Kyrie!
Yeah, but she's Black-haired Kingdom Hearts 1 Kyrie.
And?
And it's just more of the fact of, is she permanently 14?
Probably.
Because she's not really a person. Sorry, Roxas Scion fans, or
there's a lot of them. You can't say.
I was gonna say, yeah, I was gonna make a hilariously small number, and I'm like, no, there's
a lot of those motherfuckers.
Well, it's not my fault they ship Roxas with a bad character. Everyone knows Roxas' true love is Pence.
But seriously though, I mean, fans typically ship really poorly. That's just how they are. You can't expect much from them. They're stupid.
Yeah. They've already carried away. But,
I mean, they'll try. I will say, I finally, after years, saw one Kingdom Hearts fan finally admit, okay, yes, they clearly have been making Kingdom Hearts' story up as they've gone along. And then they tried to argue how that's for its benefit.
Okay, I didn't do the last part, but I've been saying.
Oh no, we have been. We've been saying that for a while. But like, I finally saw like a hardcore Kingdom Hearts fan admit it, but then go, "It's for its benefit," and I was just like, "You what, mate?"
I am a Kingdom Hearts fan sometimes. It's complicated, okay? It's like an abusive relationship, right? I go into them with love and affection, and then they beat me, and then I beat them, and then we both wind up in hospital, and then we reconcile, and then the vicious cycle starts all over again until one of us is gonna die. But you know what? We're just gonna see who it is first. We're gonna have some fun along the way, and some bruises, and some scratches, and some broken bones.
Oh, so basically my relationship with Dragon Ball.
No. You're more like friends with benefits with Dragon Ball. You know Dragon Ball's a slut, but you can't give it up.
Fuck!
Dragon Ball is the anime bicycle. Everyone's had a ride.
Time to make our Dragon Ball YouTube channel.
Okay, Dragon Ball theory. What would happen if Raditz was still alive? Nothing, because he's Raditz.
I would love to make an anti-what if thing where we just do shit like that, but we extend the video to like an extreme length, but like most of the video is just a black screen.
What if Toriyama didn't forget about Launch? Nothing would change because she was horribly irrelevant even by the time she was, even by the time of Piccolo. Like after her kind of introduction in the 22nd or is it 21st World Tournament?
The first tournament, we'll just say that because I don't even fucking remember the numbers.
Yeah, after like the first World Tournament arc, it's kind of it for Launch, whatever.
What would you like for lunch?
Lunchtime's over. That's all I'm saying. Now she just doesn't exist.
Wait, I made a character named Launch? What? That doesn't sound like me. Who's that? Couldn't be me.
I do think it's ambitious to like basically make your entire your entire career off of effectively talk about one series, because what happens if that series does indeed end? And I mean, it's fine with Dragon Ball because it will never end.
We thought it ended, and Toriyama woke up and said, "I want to make more Dragon Ball."
My wallet's getting a little bit light today. More Dragon Ball.
I think I'm going to make a movie about a cat. I think I'm going to make a new Broly movie. I think I'm going to bring back Frieza. I'm going to make My Hero Academia, I guess. I don't fucking know.
Do you think Toriyama literally does just, like, they go, okay, Toriyama-san, we want a new concept for Dragon Ball, what you got? And then he's just sat in his, like, house, in whatever room, and he thinks, and then he sees something and is like, what if that? What if... I
mean, the cat, I mean, was it... Beerus was based off of, like, a cat he found that he took to a vet. I'm not even kidding, so... This is not inaccurate.
What? And then he's like, "Oh, I need a new villain. What if granola bars was my villain? What if it was somehow more boring than Jiren?"
Okay, so yeah, we'll make a granola bar the villain. So how does it end? Goku punches him really good. After Vegeta gets punched really hard. Hey, that sounds familiar.
Alright, don't worry, guys. I'm sure definitely this time for real, Vegeta will do something.
People are already, because Piccolo has like a prominent thing in the trailer, like, shown off in the trailer. People are like, Piccolo's gonna do something! And I'm like, you fools, you sluts, stop getting your hopes up.
You only dashed them. It's like, hey, Frieza had a prominent role in the Broly trailer. Did he do anything, really?
He got beat up.
Yeah, basically, he got his shit kicked in. And let's be honest, Frieza should be fucking dead.
Yeah, he should have died in that movie.
Frieza is, you know what? Frieza is bordering on a Naruto character at this point, in that it feels like they can basically do anything, the most horrible, evil, vile things they can imagine, for the most stupid, petty, mundane reasons. But it's okay as long as they say they're sorry and they have a tragic backstory, and then it's okay to forgive them, because forgiveness is the most important thing. And to hell with revenge, unless you're a good guy getting revenge, then it's okay. Then revenge is fine.
I mean, Frieza doesn't even have the tragic backstory. He's just a dick.
You know what? I'm going to relate this to a quote from a member of Parliament that came out this week, where he said, in arguing for their recent pay rises, you don't understand the perils of living with only £81,000 per year.
Good.
So, I think Frieza was basically that person where he go, yes, I know I slaughter all of your race, but you don't understand what it's like to live with 81,000 million power level per year, guys.
Listen, I'm slightly too short.
I don't like it. Every time I fight Goku, I have to look at his tits.
And they're bigger than mine! And I don't approve of them being bigger than mine! Broly! I want tits as big as Broly! Massive memories!
Please don't say it. Please don't say this, because then this will only inspire people to link the fucking freezer with Big Molly Milker's pictures that no doubt exist. And they really don't need this.
They won't link them to you! They don't have access to you! I'll be the only one who gets them, and I'll just think it's funny.
But I'll know. I'll know they've done it.
Or maybe they won't do it. Probably they won't.
Maybe not. Probably not.
They'll probably be like, he'll just think it's funny, and he won't link him to the other guy. Probably, maybe, I don't know.
I mean, I'll still fap to it, but I won't enjoy it.
I don't know why, but talking about how still fap to it is just really funny when fucking Ballsack is on the screen.
Yeah, well. Look, there's some things that will always be funny, no matter how society's views change, and masturbation will always be a funny topic.
It is a funny topic.
We could go to the 24th century where we're all in space all the time and all arrogant douchebags, and we'll still go tee-hee masturbation.
Tee-hee tits.
3 boobs, nice.
Massive This is probably the most I've talked about boobs in any of my videos.
Oh, also, there was I guess speaking of boobs, there was a trailer for a new Resident Evil movie that I didn't watch because, I mean...
I like how
Resident Evil does not do well with movies, let's be honest.
But I do like how, oh god, the game actually, like froze for a second there, where, like, it was on Alan B's, like, burning finger, and it paused for a second. That was weird.
Uh-oh.
Never seen that before.
Well, anyway.
But anyway, oh yeah, I remember I was gonna make a joke about. I like how the movie couldn't even afford to buy a scrunchie for Claire's actress, or a hair tie.
Oh, is that meant to be Claire?
Yeah, that girl's supposed to be Claire Redfield.
No, as I said, I didn't watch the trailer because...
Yeah, Claire's supposed to be in the movie, but she doesn't have a ponytail, so that's why I keep making the joke. Because, like, I only know it's Claire because they told me it's Claire, and I'm like... Claire? I'm like, that doesn't... I'm like, what? That's just a brunette. That's not Claire.
I actually feel legit bad because, like, the second Resident Evil movie has actual Jill with actual Jill costume. And I'm like, damn, that's something you would never see. And too bad it's wasted on a shitty movie franchise.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, well, I mean, the Claire's outfit, other than that, is basically the remake outfit, because of course it is.
I mean, makes sense. Well, I say this, but then every time... But I don't think I think I only played... All the times I played Remake 2... or Remake, or however I pronounce it, I can't ever remember. I think I only ever played it with actual Claire outfit, or like her remake outfit once, and every other subsequent time has been with the classic outfit or PS1 Claire.
Classic as close as they felt like getting.
Yeah, I mean, it's close enough.
Not for me.
Well then just play fucking Polygonal Claire.
That's the best way to play the game.
So then do it. RE2 is a great game.
I do like RE2 for the PS1. The remake's fine. I'm being an ass. I just prefer the original though. But I just also don't like the redesign of Claire. I just don't like it.
And then there's RE3, the RE3 remake, and then we don't talk about that one. And there sure was an RE8 that everyone kind of stopped caring about.
Like immediately after they realized that the vampire lady was only in like in 2 seconds of the movie, not movie game.
I mean, she's in like the first, she's half an hour, 45 minutes, but it's basically she's the only thing that was marketable because
they knew it. That's why they put her in front.
Well, it's not even that. It's also her segment is basically like what people expect out of what they expect after all of Resident Evil 2, and then the first 10 minutes of RE3. Like it is basically like her gameplay of Castle Dimitrescu is basically like what people think Resident Evil is.
Yeah.
Not what it actually is, and then everything else is kind of...
Everything else is just kind of like ideas thrown at the wall.
Like, hey, what if we did this, like, first-person, like, spooky horror thing? And it's like, okay, but, does sort of really hit... I mean, that segment is fine on the first playthrough, but, hey, Resident Evil is basically built off of doing multiple playthroughs. So doing it on the second playthrough is more kind of, yeah, I get this now. And unlike RE7, you can't sequence break that puzzle.
Yeah, yeah, that whole segment I keep joking about where they're just like the developers like, man, I really want to do Amnesia.
I mean, and lots of I mean, let's be honest, lots of AAA games have done that exact shit of what if we
what if we were Amnesia?
What if we took horror? I took a horror game and removed all of the. What if we removed all of the gameplay from it, and instead just made it a walking simulator, and then occasionally get chased by a spooky thing that you can't really look at because you've got to walk away. Ooh, it's so scary.
I still stand by the idea of making a fucking parody horror game where they're just like where it's like a bedsheet ghost chasing you, but all the mechanics and like sound cues play it straight, even though you're just getting chased by something going.
That almost assuredly exists.
I don't think it does. Sadly,
there's so much indie horror jank on Steam that
but none doing it on purpose.
I actually do wonder when we'll see like a crash on the horror market. Just because there's so much of it that's competing with effectively itself, and so much of it is just, hey, PT was good, you know, for a teaser that didn't cost you money, so I'm going to charge you $30 for this game that is basically the same amount of content and gameplay as PT. But, you know, PT didn't cost anything.
Well, now it does.
Well, now it costs you, the price of a PS4. But it didn't cost anything.
If you're lucky, those things will go for a lot with some people, where they'll charge a fuckload.
I mean, I played PT. It was fine. You know.
Oh, hi, Broken. How would you like an Inazuma kick? Does that sound good? Would you like to get Inazuma kicked?
But it's the problem where people, as I said, they looked at PT and they looked at the success it got off of fucking YouTubers and all that. But like the real issue.
Hold on. I just gotta point out how fucked up what Noriko just said is to Brocken. She's like, "I'm gonna knock your head out of the park." She's literally gonna grab this headless man's head and just kick it.
Yeah, but he is a mass murdering psychopath, so
it's true. But it's just really funny, the imagery. Oh god, really? It is literally just kicking it because I'm doing the Inazuma kick.
It's kind of like being upset about Dr. Octopus being insulted.
Oh, no, I'm not upset. I just thought it was funny.
At the end of the day, he is still a murdering psychopath.
No, I don't feel bad for him. Let me just make that clear. I just think it's funny.
So what you're saying is you don't stand Doc Ock. Gotcha.
No, I don't. My name may be Dan, but I am not a slot.
You're definitely not award-winning, I'll grant you that.
It's true, I'm not. All you gotta do to win an award is just make, like, TMZ-level storylines. What?
I didn't say anything.
Oh, no, that's more to, like, the one person watching. What? Or even the Dan Slott if he's watching. What?
Oh, yeah, I guess speaking of Spider-Man, I actually haven't bothered to check anything. What's the general consensus on Venom 2? This time there's carnage.
I don't know, I haven't paid attention. You think I gotta pay attention?
It's just a movie that's seemingly come out and nobody's talking about. Okay.
Because I didn't have any interest in it to begin with, so why the fuck would I pay attention to this shit?
I had morbid curiosity just because I don't know if it would be quite the spectacle that Venom 1 was. I mean, there's only so many times you can watch Tom Hardy be a jackass.
It's fine. We can then later watch Chris Pratt be Chris Pratt.
Yeah, well, that one's less funny because it's just so sad because it's just the only way it could have been worse is if Tom Holland had have snuck his way in there.
It's me, Tom Holland.
I love that jumped up little shit fucking posted something implying that he wanted to be the next James Bond. It's like,
I'm gonna be James Bond.
Fuck off.
I'm Nathan Drake. I'm Spider-Man. I'm gonna be James Bond.
Well, he is Nathan Drake, isn't he?
He is.
Good thing I don't care about that character.
Yeah, same. I mean, it's a good thing I don't care about most AAA American games.
I like Uncharted, but just like it's fine. But you can't pretend it's anything more than what it is, which is Indiana Jones. You made this, I made this. It's like the halfway point between Tomb Raider and Indiana Jones. And let's be honest, the only real difference between Tomb Raider and Indiana Jones Well, okay, there were two big differences between Tomb Raider and Indiana Jones, and I don't need to say any more on them.
Big honking tits!
It's because Laura was a stateswoman, and she was English and not pretend English.
She had a lot of talent. That's a gag for you Sailor Moon fans out there.
All four of you.
Sailor Moon's popular, you fuck off. That joke works better with, like, there's nothing on screen for me to point at the moment to make the joke. I guess all four of American Mazinger fans, I guess that works.
Yeah, sure.
I had to specify it, though, with American fans.
Yeah, I do wonder if Shin Kamen... I guess, semi-speaking, if Shin Kamen Rider will get a Western release like Shin Godzilla did.
Don't know.
Because on the one hand, it is Kamen Rider, and it doesn't have, like, a already sort of known about pre-sold audience. But then on the other hand, if you just say, well, it's the Evangelion guy, that generally gets asses in seats.
It's true.
Hey, it's the Evangelion guy. Did he make Eva again? No. Stop asking.
But when is he gonna make Eva again?
You just got Eva.
I want more Evangelion! Give me more Evangelion!
So,
I want to continue the Oscar Ray debate.
Here's a real question, though.
What?
Do you think people who wanted Sora in Smash are the same kind of people who have Joker profile pics? You know, people who have never played Persona. Or the people who said, so we need Sora in Smash are also the people who have never played a Kingdom Hearts game.
I think it's less of that. I mean, the meme exists for Persona fans specifically for a reason.
See, I ain't convinced because so many people say things about Kingdom Hearts, and I'm like,
I've learned that some people are just stupid.
Have I been playing a different Kingdom Hearts all this time? Because I would like that to be the case.
I mean, I've shown you analysis that people will make on Naruto. It's not that they played or watched something different, they're just stupid.
I mean, people are entitled to their opinions, they're just also
wrong.
But, you know, at the same token, they are entitled to their wrong opinions.
Man, the fact that they're, like, hyping up the Mazinger Z like it's something great, and I'm just like, man, you're way off when, like, all this shit's also on the battlefield. I'm sorry. I mean, maybe I'd give you a point if it was the Mazing Kaiser or the Mazinger Zero, but it's just the Z. Like, come on. Who you fooling? It's the Mazinger Z. Then again, the next Super Robot War is going to have the RX-78 2 again for the first time in decades, which is crazy. The fact that they're bringing that thing out.
It will probably just be like a unit you get for like one stage, and then you can swap to it. But I mean, I don't know why you would. Because I mean, it's CCA, so new Gundam and probably high new Gundam. Because I imagine a lot of it is going to be the same models that they've used in VTX.
It would be funny if they had Hathaway's Flash, so you could put Hathaway in it. It could be his fucking tombstone.
Yeah, well.
Fuck Hathaway.
Not literally.
Yeah, not literally. Ugh. Come on, I have higher standards than that. Jeez.
Not convinced on that, but I'll.
Well, I said I wouldn't fuck Hathaway, so that's already higher standards.
But
now my standards would be lower if I said I'd fuck Quest, but I would never.
I mean,
or would that be higher? Would that be either way? It's a no. Because is he lower than Quest, considering he wants to fuck her, but she has no interest?
I mean, yeah, okay, I'll put it this way. Quest is annoying. Halfway actively killed a main character out of petty vengeance for a girl who knew for 5 minutes.
True. I mean, Quest did try, she just sucked at it.
Yeah, but Quest is bad, so who cares if she tries?
She tried, she was just so bad she got defeated by a broken down real G's.
The realist of G's.
How the fuck do you get beaten down by one that's missing like an arm and a leg, and she should have just went and grabbed a Jagan instead? Seriously, why didn't she grab a Jagan? There was a Jagan right there.
No one accused Chan of being smart.
She's a mechanic. She's a technician. It's literally her job.
But she tried to hook up with Amuro, and that literally never goes well for anyone.
I mean, that's just wisdom. That's not intelligent. That's wisdom.
It's basic pattern recognition of, man, this guy has stuck his dick in these people and they've just vanished under mysterious circumstances, never to be seen again. Guess I'll go there. Like,
What happened?
I don't know.
What happened to the first one? Oh, the voice actress pissed off Toriyama. Okay, not Toriyama. Tomino.
Yeah, she upset Akira Toriyama, and Tomino was incensed by that. Dragon Ball is my favorite manga.
I still think it's funny that Tomino's crazy ass is like, yeah, the only one of these side ones I like is G Gundam.
Yeah, well, Tomino and his crazy ass also thinks that the Nai was a terrible mother to Shah because she wouldn't let him just do whatever he wanted. So
yeah, I love that conversation because Anno's in the room and Anno's just like,
yeah,
like
sure,
like it's that thing where it's like Anno's like, yeah, I'm a little crazy, and then Tomino is like, you want to talk about crazy?
So yeah, I made the waifu. I know one of the potential love interests for a main character. Genetically, a genetic clone of his mother.
And then Tomino slapped the table and goes, "Now let me tell you about Lala."
Oh, you want mummy issues? I've got mummy issues for you, son.
God, this map is a long one. So now fucking rare shit's coming up.
Now we've been forced to talk about Japanese men, about grown-ass Japanese men's weird obsession with mothers and motherhood.
This is what you're introduced to. Sabo died because we were wrong about the Sora prediction, and here we are talking about mommy issues from Japanese old guys.
No, Sabo didn't die because of that. Sabo died because he was killed.
Because of Sora Kingdom Hearts. Sora Kingdom Hearts killed him. It's okay, nobody dies in Kingdom Hearts, so he'll probably be back in a week or two.
No, nobody died except Sora.
Until he comes back.
Unless he doesn't. Maybe that's Nomura's next big play. Sora is dead forever. I mean, he hates Sora.
He hates Sora, and he also likes Messiah sacrifice shit.
He fucking hates Sora specifically. You honestly wonder why he didn't just replace him with Roxas and hope nobody noticed.
I think he tried. And people noticed.
Hey, Nomura, Nomura-san, we've been making this game. Why is Sora still not in this game? No, of course he is. He's there. That's Roxas.
No, it's Sora. Listen, even people online are pointing it out. Fine! I'll put him in the fucking thing! God fucking damn it! But I'm gonna make it more like Star Wars.
No. That one was Birth by Sleep, where he didn't have Sora. Well, he only had Child Sora in, who doesn't speak. So that was one where it was like, hey, I just watched this brand new spanking new movie. What was it called? Star Wars. Nomura-san, that's actually been out for a while. No, shut up. Anyway, here's my idea. So what if we have what if we make Keyblade wielders into a cult, into almost monastic sort of sect of semi-religious warriors who keep the peace, okay, and they wield their magic powers of light, and also they fight against evil wielders of the key who use the darkness.
Wait a minute, hold on, this sounds familiar.
Wait, hang on a second. And then also, what if the sort of young up-and-comer who's really skilled but is a bit unstable falls to the dark side?
Wait a minute, this sounds familiar. He'll also have a really kind of a feminine haircut. Now hold on a second!
Wait. Also, I don't think he likes sand. Do you know what? I want to say one thing. You know what, though? We could rag on that, on the whole thing of episode 2, and that the thing about that sort of entire sequence that really kind of pisses me off is there's that scene where they're in that room. I think it's meant to be a lounge, and there's a lit fire, and she's wearing fucking bondage gear. It is a black dress that is basically leather, and is skin tight, and it's showing off cleavage and bare shoulders and all of that. And then she's like, "Oh, Anakin, we can't." And it's the fuck? Why aren't you dressed like a goddamn nun? If you're going to sit there and say, well, we shouldn't give in to this sexual tension between us.
Well, you see, I'm a senator.
What does that mean? Why can't senators fuck?
I'm a senator.
Like, it's the one thing... And then, of course, George Lucas being George Lucas reveals that, of course, Jedi fucked. And just pumped and dumped, you know?
Yeah, you just have to pump and dump. That's my favorite way of fucking.
Obi-Wan's just like, Anakin, I've told you before, do what you need to with a brimmer fast. He's got to go in every spaceport.
Anakin, you fucking don't! You don't get attached to them! You just fuck and leave! You'll watch everything crumble to wait, no, wrong movie.
Yeah, good old pump and dump Kenobi.
God fucking damn it.
Look,
That's what he did, but still, god fucking damn it.
It's true. It's sort of canon. Lucas said it, and you know what? I trust what Lucas said.
I don't know why that got me specifically. I trust what Lucas said, but that fucking got me.
When has George Lucas ever steered me wrong? Just play the fucking montage with clown music now.
Or the fucking the fucking Mario Party song where it's like the fucking clown music. Where it's like that one.
Yeah, I don't know what you mean, but yeah.
You know,
but yeah.
I like how like several times in like different things they've had like Tatsuya get like stuck to like big evil robot thing, and then you have to punch the thing to get him out.
You should stop doing that, dumbass.
Yeah, come on, Tatsuya. Like, seriously.
I thought you were meant to be smart.
It's becoming a habit.
If you keep this up, we'll send you to the same pit we put Grendizer in.
Or God Mazinger. You don't want to end up like God Mazinger, do you?
Oh, I think there is no fate worse than Grendizer.
No, there is. It's called God Mazinger. Nobody remembers God Mazinger.
At least God Mazinger got replaced with Zero.
He wasn't even like that either. He was just a thing that existed in like a past thing. It was weird. Nobody remembers God Mazinger.
Well, he got replaced with Zeus then, it's fine. Whereas what has Grendizer
Grendizer gets merchandise.
Does he?
Yes. He even got an infinitism model kit. Where's God Mazinger's infinitism model kit? I'll tell you what.
It's over here with Shin Mazinger Season 2.
Oof. Oof. That's a low blow, man. That's a low blow.
Yeah, just like Shin Mazinger's ratings.
Oh. This is why we're not allowed to have good things, because it was good, too.
Yeah, well.
It was good, and then this is why we can't have good things, and we get shit like Mazinger Infinity.
No, we get Mazinger Infinity because they're like, well, we want to do this like weird cross thing where we do a big celebration of going to guys like three most popular franchises.
But only make one of them any good.
Well, let's be honest. Crybaby itself has like huge animation issues, and it's just more of the fact of until Crybaby, there had never been like a straight Devilman manga adaptation.
There was the one movie from years ago that was.
There were a bunch of OVAs and stuff, but there was never one where it was like beginning to end. Here is the story saga of Devilman.
I swear the OVAs did.
No, you had Amon, the Amon one, which was interquel set between, Rio unleashing his plan, and then the big final battle. Amon of the Apocalypse, that was it. And then there was another one that that was also like, as I said, I just know until Crybaby is like the first full rendition of the whole series, of the whole manga plot. Like, obviously there's still differences, but that's why I think Crybaby's as liked as it is, really, because until that point everyone just kind of nobody knew what Devilman was, and the people who did know thought it was just the 70s, Blue Man. Now everyone thinks they know what. Now everyone's like, yeah, I watch Chainsaw Man.
Chainsaw Man, more like, no thanks, man.
I am curious as to how that will play out, just because Chainsaw Man is, I mean, the main thing after reading Chainsaw Man, like the most kind of most sort of weird thing about it / notable is that's in Weekly Jump, or was in Weekly. And that's insane to me, considering its content.
I know JoJo used to be.
Yeah, but man, Chainsaw Man gets kind of fucked up even more than JoJo does. Also, I don't think JoJo was ever weekly. I'm pretty sure JoJo was always just has always been like monthly. I could be wrong though.
I don't know.
I'd have to look it up, and I'm too lazy. I don't check facts. I just say things with enough confidence that people believe me.
Insert joke about politicians or journalists here.
No, they don't say things with confidence. They just say word salad and hope people believe it. You know, they sit there and they go, "Well, I sure am glad that my policies did this." And it's like, you didn't do anything. You literally did nothing. Didn't I? And then they teleport away like that, like Nimoy.
God, the infinitism of Mazinger thing, like the big bad Mazinger. God, it just looks so jank. God,
Yeah, well.
Why is everything in infinitism just so jank?
Because it's built to work. Because it's all made to work off of CGI models, and CGI models, even no matter what you do, with the kind of budgets and technology restraints you're working with in animation, are always going to look weird with the frame rate.
I know it wasn't Tetsuya who did it, but I'm just thinking again because I'm having Noriko try to kick the robot that Tetsuya is stuck in. That I'm just reminded of. I think still one of my favorite parts in this was the part when Coach is like, "No, you're not brave, Noriko. That was just stupid. You're not brave." And then fucking guy walking up and going, "No, that was brave." And then him like kind of being a little bit, him like crawling into a corner until guy leaves, and then he just says again, "No, it wasn't Noriko. It wasn't." But only after guy leaves the room.
That's because guy is probably the one who without robots can kick all of their asses anyway, because he's a cyborg who could run as fast as a train.
Coach is like, I can slap a 16-year-old girl, but I can't slap him and expect to live.
Well, basically.
Because if I slap him, then I'm going to lose an arm. He won't even hit me back. I'll just hit him, and then my arm will fall off.
That's why he's a cyborg guy.
I guess that means he's at least smart, though he is still a little bitch for being like, "No, you're not brave," until Guy's in the room. Then when Guy leaves, he's like, "You're not brave, actually. Just don't tell Guy that I said that. Just don't tell Guy anything that I said anything like that, or talk to him, or say anything about me around him, or mention my name when you're near him, or."
Yeah, well. That's because he doesn't have courage.
I mean, I'd be more afraid of Guy than a lot of the other people in this game, because, Ryoma, you know what Ryoma's gonna do. Like,
Ryoma's also just, well, here's the thing, Ryoma is at the end of the day a man.
Yeah, but here's the thing, yeah, you know what he's gonna do, but people like Guy, when they're gonna fucking kill you, they're a lot scarier.
Well, Guy can kill you with, relative ease. That's the point. Because, like I said, he's the only he's the only real pilot in this that is, overtly superhuman. Because, like I said, he can leap tall buildings in a single bound and already run faster than the train. It never comes up, but he could definitely do that.
Which is why it made sense, honestly, to have him walk around in the forest with the Ray Earth girls. Which I'm just like, man, and Ray Earth would have been so much easier if Guy was just walking with them in the forest.
Andy's got a knife.
I mean, they also had Tetsuya, too, who's also pretty good at fist fighting, but I mean, Guy.
Tetsuya's a trained soldier, but is once again still just a man.
He's really good, but I mean, you have a cyborg man there. So, like a monster show, yeah, I'm going to attack these 14-year-old girls. What's that man doing? Why is his arm turning into, oh my god, it's shooting us?
What's the question of it? It's like, who would you rather like walk down a dark alley with? Would you rather walk down a dark alley with Green Arrow, or would you rather walk down it with Cyborg?
Cyborg.
Exactly, because Cyborg's got fuckloads of technology, and Green Arrow has
also like out of the two, like in terms of like just a thug trying to pick a fight, they're more likely to try and pick a fight with Green Arrow than they are the Robot Man.
Yeah.
Just thinking about it strategically, they're less likely to go after the Robot Man.
Yeah.
Like, I mean,
unless they're cops, though, that will be an issue.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, it's true. That's very true.
There's no institutionalized racism in the police. What are you talking about?
Corruption in my police force? What do you mean?
Man. Oh, I guess we never talked about it, but did you see the fucking Cora like render for Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl?
Where I saw it and I was like, I don't think they care about Cora.
With her fucked up eyes.
She's got such fucked up eyes. Like, the other characters look fine. Cora specifically looks really bad, to where I'm like...
You know what it is?
I'm like, man, they really just did not... The guy doing the models for this just did not fucking like Cora.
You know what the issue is with Cora? It's because they mirrored her eye. So because she has, like, one, like... Because her eye is in that one, like, position, which would have been fine if it was, like, the other one was in a more sort of normal position. But because it's mirrored, it just makes it look real fucked. God. It's a good thing I never watched Cora, because...
not missing much.
That's basically what I heard, and I have no... And I watched Avatar and I thought, this was alright. Ended on kind of a bit of a shit note, but what can you do? Sure was a lot of build-up for nothing.
Yeah.
I hate when shows are like, man, the only way to solve this problem is to kill him, because, you know... And then they're like, well, actually, I found a really bullshit way. I found a bullshit way to just end this without any real consequences that took no effort, and also I learned to do it off screen.
And also, don't worry, he won't suffer consequences either for his actions.
It's fine, as long as he'll just go to prison. It's like, what about all them people he murdered, probably, and abused and whatever? No, it's fine. And I'm like, did Kishimoto write this? This feels an awful lot like so I did murder, like, basically, I murdered your entire family, Naruto, and also I set the nine-tailed fox loose on the village, which is what led to you being ostracized and hated for most of your life, or whatever. Although, they say this, and this has always been the big thing they say about, man, the village sure does treat Naruto like shit as a kid. And it's like, well, the kid still played with him. Like, all it was... And it feels weird to me, because the more I think about it, all those flashbacks were like, yeah, let's just not bother with that kid. He's a troublemaker. More than anything.
I mean, writing inconsistency in Naruto? No.
But, you know, as far as Naruto fans are concerned, and the show is concerned, Naruto's tragic backstory is almost as bad as all the other characters' tragic backstory. Like, fucking, it always got to me where they try and say, Naruto and Gaara are the same, and it's like, no, Gaara, like, basically spent his whole life not being able to sleep, and also had his primary caregiver try to murder him, and then on orders from his own father, and then say, by the way, I never loved you, I hate you, you piece of shit, die. And it's like, okay, that's pretty fucked up. And Naruto's like, yeah, but all the village was, you know, okay, like 75% of the village just didn't talk to me. And that made me feel sad.
Sasuke's is also funny because they then try to pretend Sasuke was abused by the village.
Sasuke was also abused, even though everybody loves him.
Everybody in the village loves him and cares for him and treats him like a goddamn prince.
So yeah, all these tragic backstories, they're all equal, you know. What about people who actually born into war and have misery? No, it's fine, because Naruto understands, because because the village gave him the silent treatment when he was an obnoxious little shit.
When he, like, put graffiti on the fucking statues.
Oh, he was only doing it to act out because of the emotional abusey stuff, and it's like, fuck off. You can't sit there and say and have all these other characters who actually do have abusive and fucked up things happen to them, and then try and say, no, but Naruto understands because he also had horrible things happen to him, and then not have it be like I'm not saying he should have been beaten or crippled or something, but something more than, well, I just don't want you hanging around with that kid.
Well, you see, Naruto always wanted to be friends with Sasuke.
Apart from that time, they hated each other.
You mean, like, every instance until that one part where they decided to make a scene that didn't happen before, because it's basically history rewritten.
Yeah. And then there was this time where I was walking past you, and I thought, "Oh man, we're both lonely kids. Maybe we should try not being lonely together." And then you didn't act on it because clearly that scene was written after long after Kishimoto had already established that Naruto just doesn't have friends because he's an asshole.
And like the two just genuinely didn't like each other, and they never really started to bond until like suddenly, like towards the end, like actually we like each other, like out of nowhere.
I mean, you could argue they were technically best friends on the basis that they interacted more with each other than anyone else at that point.
I guess!
From a technical point of view, they did become best friends.
Sure, fine, whatever.
But, I'm still not the kind of guy I would, gather up 4 of my actual friends and say, hey guys, what if we all went on a suicide mission, go and save this guy who doesn't want to be saved? And the suicide mission to save this guy that none of us really like or talk with. Sign me up, guys.
It's fine. Sakura is still the most well-written character. I like jokes.
I just still think it's super fucked up. That entire arc is look at how all of these people almost die and suffer, or because Sasuke is a bitch. But then it's fine because he's sorry, or they forgive each other, or their bond though. Their fucking bond, Dan!
Their bond that we never saw.
It's so strong!
The bond that we never saw because it didn't actually happen.
You see, that's the thing about Naruto. It's about bonds. Is it about, the friends Naruto actually makes and how he interacts with them? No, it's about the bonds Naruto makes with all these people who do nothing but fucking ruin everyone else's lives and are generally just cunts. That's the important thing. Is Naruto friends with Tobi or Obito? Yes, have they interacted beyond this whole I killed your family and I'm gonna kill you and also I'm evil because I don't fucking know why. No.
The writer didn't think of a reason, shut up.
I'm sad because the girl I like died.
I love the one thing that I've noticed more in the Naruto fans is that, because I briefly joked about Sakura, is that they've been getting really annoyed and tired of people making fun of the character. And I mean, oh, you just like this character, you just think this character's better because they can punch better. And it's like, well, I mean, that helps, but also she's just bad.
I thought Naruto fans hated Sakura.
Apparently they've been switching that tune.
Oh. I guess getting that cheat hard dick with saved her then.
Maybe.
Their eyes.
That or they were always just yeah, we hate Sakura, haha. And now suddenly, as they're getting older, they're starting to get a little bit ballsier and no, actually, Sakura's really good!
Oh, maybe we're wrong. Maybe Boruto is this fucking amazing piece of fiction that we're just never gonna read because, I mean, I finished Naruto out of obligation. Same way we got a certain part and then it's
same way with Bleach, and I assume it cut out for a second.
Yeah, I said same with Bleach, and I got to a certain point, I was like, there's no way they can save this. So now I am just. You just want to
see where the train crashes.
I was just taking a you didn't beat me series, you didn't win. I'm taking us all down. I'll learn enough about you so that I can completely destroy you when I need to.
You realize at one point, in order to defeat Bleach, you had to read it with 2 hands.
Yes.
I'm never gonna let that go because it's so fucking funny.
Hey man, Bleach had some great character designs.
It did. Kubo is an amazing character designer. Had good music. Also, I like the music.
Some of them. Yeah, you will say most of the time the show had good music.
Yeah. So, character designs are really good. Good music.
I flip-flop on... I keep flip-flopping on that #1 song, because I can't tell if I like it because it's bad, or if I just like it.
I still like when he changed Rukia's hairstyle, because he was so mad at people liking Rukia more than Orihime. I still think that's funny, because of how fucking petty that was.
I mean, it's fine, because they just removed Rukia from the series anyway, so it didn't matter.
Still, it's funny. Also, it looks like I have Poru 2 now.
Hooray. You have acquired a meat shield.
If I work hard enough, I'll acquire Puru too.
Peru as well.
However, Peru 12,000 isn't in this one. That was the other game.
Sorry, Merida. You died as you lived, a Peru.
It's true. Anyway, that'll do it for today. I hope you enjoyed the insane rants, because there wasn't anything else. Saba wasn't here, and then we just started ranting about weird Naruto, mostly, like, for a lot of it, actually.
No, there was a lot of Kingdom Hearts in this. It's more the last sort of tail end. It's become Naruto for some baffling reason.
I don't even know how we got there. Anyway, it's time to leave. Bye.